Do I have to take a picture of myself?
Yeah, I guess you do. Somebody was like, who's that girl talking? Okay, so my topic is sports. So I guess that works. I actually had my Alex and Amy bracelet on because I'm a Steelers fan. Steeler Nation. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. Sports. Sports is really important to a lot of people in the world today. NFL, NBA, NHL, soccer, baseball, MLB. So there's a number of different sports for, I guess, anyone's enjoyment. Sports fans are fanatic. We often see stories of people doing crazy stuff. I think there was like a Bills fan that jumped like last football season or something, hurt himself and maybe killed someone else, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of craziness. It's kind of like Black Friday. When people are like scrambling, trying to get stuff, that's how my experience has been at some sporting events. Is wrestling a sport?
Yes.
I shouldn't be asking you guys, right? I'm telling you guys that wrestling is considered a sport too, which I know a lot of people like as well. Sports really has a strong emphasis in like college. That's a big deal in college. A lot of kids have this dream of being some sports star, getting a scholarship, going to the NBA or NFL. We look at the recent events at University of Missouri. That's an example of how important, quote unquote, sports are in their effect, because those students protested. The football players said they weren't going to play, and they actually got their president to resign. So I feel like that's an indicator as well as how important sports are to college and people in general. I actually was talking to my best friend the other day, and he was telling me about his daughter plays basketball. And he was telling me that one of the parents were like talking crap, and his daughter's 11, I believe. So he was like trying to tell her like that's not cool. They're kids. But his daughter like got upset and was like talking back to the ref and to the lady. I think she got in trouble, but I guess the point is some people take sports really, really, really serious, and some people don't really care at all. Like, Jenny, you watch sports? No? Oh, see. Jenny doesn't watch sports, so okay. Can you pause that? Sports is more than just playing, the physical activity of it. From my personal experience, I did play in both high school and college. And from my personal experience, it gives you a foundation of learning, one, how to work well with others, something you kind of learn in kindergarten, but as you grow up, people have different personalities, different ways of doing things, and playing a sport, an organized sport, means that we have to be able to work together, kind of disregard your own ways of playing, ways you may have played on the playground, to kind of play in an organized way that doesn't get you ejected from the game. So sports taught me about teamwork as well as discipline. Practice was always organized. You had to do a set regimen. You couldn't kind of be lazy. My coach always pushed me really hard to go beyond it. I hated doing suicides. Everyone know what suicides are? Mm-hmm. Those are terrible. So I hated those, but it did push you further than you wanted to go and helped you to be fast on the court, things like that. I played basketball, actually. I was a cheerleader. Is that cheerleading sport too? So I was a cheerleader my freshman year, but then I played soccer my freshman year as well. And I ran track, and I played basketball. I did play softball. I don't remember what year that was. But also my kids play sports as well, so it's some of those same characteristics that they're developing and understanding as well, being that they have to play. My kids come home often and tell me they didn't like a play, they didn't like a call, but it kind of teaches you that it's also a respect thing. You learn how to shut your mouth, because that's how the real world goes. Your boss says something, you kind of just have to deal with it, right, Jenny? And then it also helps you create an atmosphere of even like an extended family, because it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you spend a lot of time with your teammates, especially when you get into college, where you're traveling a lot, you guys share, you sit with them on the bus, things like that. So sports really has incorporated into the world since whenever sports started. I can't even tell you when the first Super Bowl was. I can't tell you when anything else started, but so sports is really important to people, starting from kids to adults, and it helps us. It's like what they say, like baseball is America's favorite pastime, things like that, and kind of helps us live. I think sometimes sports can be used to unwind for some people, and then some people get radically crazy and end up in jail, but that's kind of their choice. But yeah.